Gamers, welcome back. Guess who's back? Back again. NL's back. Probably 3 wins. NL's back to get 6 to 4 wins to 2 wins to 8 wins to 10 wins. Whatever. Whatever, man. Deadly clamor. Icy catfish. Okay, icy catfish actually strikes me as very interesting. Haste is pretty easy to get. Not earliness. Well, actually, haste is pretty easy to get here. And then a burn item would really hit the spot. No burn, but seaweed is really good. This is a nice early game combination, man. I was really hoping we would get pyro, because a lighter would just hit the spot with what we got going on here, but I think this is still really good. Scaling poison, scaling heal, and built-in freeze, like this is, we're kind of a problem. You notice that like most of my wins come in the early game. I think what I'm realizing is that in the early game it's less skill dependent. It largely depends on the quality of the enchanted item that you get, and as the game goes on it gets more and more skill dependent, which is troubling for a fella such as myself.
Just toss that on my back and I'll trot it to your door.
I think we stick with what we got. You would give us burn synergy, but I think we stick with what we got. It's troubling for me, to be honest, as someone who would like to win more often and think that the wins that I am getting are because of skill, but
9 years.
Alas, not think about it too much. Let's throw another aquatic in here.
Sad to say goodbye.
We got a lot of coverage, man. We have heavily scaling poison with freeze, decent scaling heal, and a rapid shield. Like, for day 1, this is sort of a nasty build. Does Pig care? Yeah, I think Pig cares. I think Pig is going to... he's going to get bodied, if I'm being honest with you. We're not quite at perma-haste, but it's really good. It's looking really nice. Alright, so now, hopefully, just as long as nothing ever changes, we're in a great spot, man. As long as this build stays, like, at the precipice of peak, we got nothing to fear. What would we like to see? I don't know. Just show me what we got. I could fit you on the board. Small. I think we want to save money for shops that are more relevant. That was pretty good. Like a small shop? We wouldn't mind getting small burns. Without getting that, I'm trying to think of how we feel about aquatics. I think we don't care enough to spend for the reroll. Day 1 and 2 are like, they're basically automatic, man. They're like Matthew Good, everything is automatic, or even REM, automatic for the people. Can't think of any more songs with automatic in the title. I'm sure there's lots of them. I think it's worth... if you're from Europe, don't answer this. North Americans? Because I live in North America. I'm not insulting Europeans. I already know you're going to say yes. But because what I was going to ask is, do you think it's worth in 2025 getting driving lessons to learn how to drive a manual car? In Europe, you're probably going to say something like, what do you mean? North Americans don't know how to drive manual cars? Well, yeah, we don't know how to use butter churners either, largely, or looms, or like those washboards, or the... You know, we don't play in jug bands or play the spoons on our knees and stuff like that. Like, the Industrial Revolution has changed what skills are necessary and perhaps even what skills are viable in the modern world. So I'm asking you nicely without any derision, what your thoughts on this are. Now, given the expansion here, give me bronze tier item, you never know. I tried the Facebook Marketplace, something I didn't even own. We want you on the board. I think we want you going faster. We're probably never going to be able to fit the seaweed then. Give me an aquatic. We don't slow. This is still a really good board, man. We got exactly the same as what we had on the last day, but a better version of it. Our catfish is better. We're going to be hasting more often because of the triple cast volcanic vents. That's about it. But I think that might be enough, man. That might be enough. I mean, 20 poison that's a tough nut to crack this early on in the game. 43 poison, that's a tough nut to crack this early on in the game, dude. I mean, you can apply damage over time, you got to apply more than me. That's tricky. So the next step for us, I mean, we could have done it with some of the aquatics that we had, but we'd love to get more haste for catfish while also getting fishing rod off the board. If we could do that in one day, I'd consider that a big success. This is obviously crazy. Yeah, that's obviously insane. I'm gonna stack some HP. I feel like I'm so comfortable in my present position. We can afford to be very choosy with the shops we go to, especially when the alternative is something for nothing. Mediums and larges? I think it's a skill situation, man. Can live with it. Probably got to rework the board ever so slightly. Something like, you go there, 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 you go there. Okay. That's fine. And then... I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Frost Street Challenger might be cooked now. The skill might be good when we have one weapons or acid, to be fair, but most of our damage is going to come in via poison. Now we got 2 freezers already, and one of the freezers is going to buff itself every time it freezes. Kind of nutty. We have less haste on catfish, but it's applied with more urgency. I like our setup, man. I like who we are, I like who we ain't. Let's hit the attic and hide out for about 2 weeks. That's Andre 3000, by the way. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at Andre 3000 for that one. We are not selling this in the Mantis Shrimp. That's just not going to happen. We won't be selling it at all. Give me some smalls. Keeping in mind... Sure, okay. I mean, I'll keep you around. We're expanding the board right after this, so... I think, if anything... So tempted to just put you on the board. I could put these 2 out. It'll scale seaweed faster too. It gives us a little utility and scales seaweed faster. It's tough, man. I think the smart play this early is let's upgrade fishing rod. Getting silver aquatics as of day 4. That seems pretty good. And then you know what? While we're here, give me this burn item. Wow. That's not the one we wanted, but it does sell nicely. But you're definitely gone. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to throw these out here, give us a little bit more protection. It's a one win pig on level 4. Although one wig has been on my Christmas list since I was about 17. This seems mean-spirited. Seems like a mean-spirited board, if I'm being honest with you. Well, you're definitely going to be triple casting. There's not much I can do to stop that. What I will say is you're going to lose, and it's going to feel great. I don't think you've got a whole bunch of stuff in your backpack you're just holding back, but your board feels disrespectful. And ergo, I get to feel like the good guy for saying, hey, screw you. Thanks for the free win. Maybe consider utilizing your board space and not underestimating your opponent next time. Just a useful tip. I find filling the space on the board is often useful. I might, you know, what do I know, man? What do I know? I win early, lose late. Kind of like this year's version of the Los Angeles Kings. If I'm being realistic, you're never going to be part of the long-term solution here. 2 catfish, I think, is sick.
This world is full of noise. You must find the quiet within.
I really do have both of those already, huh? Am I crazy to think 2 extra poison, like, isn't that meaningful versus... Yeah, I'm crazy. Let's do it this way for now. We don't really need to transform, right? What did we got the catfish, that's right. Give me an item. Narwhal. No thanks, bro. Flame Juggler, I mean, you already know what I'm about to say. What do I say when I get Flame Juggler? Flame Juggler's a little too tough for me, I think. What we want to see is at this point in our lives, we want to see shot glass and dive weights. We could probably dump seaweed at the bronze level. We get shot glass and dive weights. We get a stupid amount of haste on our catfish. Now, again, we might want to actually run 1 catfish instead of 2, because we want to make sure that with dive weight specifically, well, maybe I'm overthinking it. It's not even worth getting into the discourse about the mechanics, because it's just going to suck up some Banther space. But golf clubs is straight garbage, so you're done. You're easily done, bud. We still got lots of upgrades in the cam, by the way. Like, the next core upgrade is Yeti Crab for better poison scaling. And then a silver skill, like when you poison freeze. When you poison, your weapons gain 5 damage. Your poison items have +2 poison for each weapon. I can live with that. I don't think we'll be rocking poison forever, but let's see what we get here, man. I had a feeling jellyfish might be involved. If we're being honest, I would rather have... Oh, it took a bunch of poison off the board. And it took some poison off of you as well. I could put you right here, though. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, yeah. I reckon that... It doesn't really matter who's getting the poison, if I'm being honest. 2 in Vanessa. Dr. Octagon.
But I've seen my share of storms. Go ahead. Underestimate.
Professional wrestler skin is everywhere, man.
Fun.
A 5? Okay, I see what you're doing. But you don't have anything that freezes. So the Yeti Crab... Oh, the Yeti Crab freezes. I mean... You're applying a lot of burn. Of that, there can be no question. And we're going to die, so what I was about to say was there's no doubt I rinse you. It's alright. We know what we're getting ourselves into, man. Dive weights. Shot glasses. Dive weights and shot glasses. I'm going to take free regen. I'm saving my money for appropriate shops. Another Yeti Crab. I don't think it really matters which one you buff, man. We want you to have haste more often. We could just set it up. If we're going to set it up like this, being honest... Why did I sell you again? Just because I was going to move you over? Interesting play. Sure, man. I'd rather just get +2 poison on everything, I suppose, than +2 poison specifically on one thing. Okay, Scoyville's he's a little touchy sometimes. Might be better off just going Sabretooth. He's got some pretty good stuff. And the small diamonds, you never know, the skill could help me out a lot. Pelts could help me out a lot. I don't want to lose the plot on this one, man, but we really need a broad hasting solution. I think aquatic items and haste item shops, like the earlier we could get those, this run could go to the moon very quickly. Even we just lost 1 round. That doesn't even mean anything, man. That's like one of the smallest numbers of rounds you could lose. Buff of poison?
Just close your eyes and grab something.
No poison buffs. We don't really care about weapon buffs. It's quite an expensive roll, but we know what we're here for. This is fine. This is fine. You know what? Why not? This on the board, maybe, although I'm not necessarily thrilled about it.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
She's so real for that one. It's been so long, man. Like, one of the things we've lost in the past few years, I can't even remember the last time I like put my blades to the wind. But I'll tell you, it's been longer than I'd like to admit. Let's put it that way. First time you poison freeze would go crazy. Takes a second sometimes to load in her board. Takes an hour sometimes to load in her board. The main menu cannot be exited to. Can't click on anything.
Lago was a world of freedom. We forged our own destiny.
Oh, there we go. We're fighting a bunch of translucent rectangles. Probably how Aki Ross felt during Final Fantasy The Spirits Within. Am I right, people? Am I right? Those are more really rectangles. They kind of look like ghosts. I'll give her that. Okie doke. All right, Temple Expedition ticket, man. At least we got like a side quest on this run.
I may be young for a captain,
Knee brace on the
but I've
board
seen
is also
my share.
disrespectful. So I know I said you got to fill your board, but then like I don't know. I sold something by accident, man. And people will say by accident on purpose isn't real. It's the realest thing in the world, man. I took a deliberate action that I, in hindsight, should not have. That's by accident on purpose. Take a look, y'all. Oh, we're definitely gonna lose this one. What is this, anyway? Apart from, like, the item that crashes your game. Like, dude is rocking. He's got, like, the full Gundam setup or something. Okay. This is... things have got to change. Dive weights! Okay, you're gone forever. You're in... We're giving you extra ammo, which also gives you better multicast. Saving you... We're getting really lucky with our events, honestly. We're 3-2, by the way. I think we can make it out of this one. I'm not super concerned about where we stand. I always get Trash Golem and Trash Titan confused, man. Trash Titan's got some poison stuff. Trash Golem is just like... I mean, he's just got a catapult bucket filled with glass bottles. Like, that's a very Trailer Park Boys style of guerrilla armament.
Waste of gunpowder.
Okay. At least they gave us something we don't have to think about, like refactoring our board. You're obviously done. We don't really care for mediums, so why don't you give me golden XP, upgrade a silver or lower. Perhaps crazy to say. You're already doing great. Scaling the poison faster seems more relevant to me. We have such a good aquatic depth charge build, man. I don't know if we can take Infernal. And your stuff is garbage, so let's go Dire Inglet. We'll take what we can get. I think our main goal should be to live till day 9, so we can at least try to get a side quest going here. But if we can pick up more wins in the process, it would be nice. I don't think you got anything for me. Enchanted items that we can transform or sell maybe is the best we could do. Like, the run is good. The only thing is, we output our damage too slow to have this low/0 level of defense.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
We need to have something, and Bronze Seaweed was not going to be it, but we need to have something that lets us live until the poison is actually, like, done its part. They're not going to do it. Could have sold some smalls here. Do we? We have nothing to sell, man. Okay, dig site is where things get real creative.
Need some work.
Every 50 gold you spend, upgrade an item of a lower tier. So a bronze right now. Floor spikes don't really make sense. Doesn't really make sense. Doesn't really make sense. I hate to do this. But we could have spent a long time there. I bet we're going to lose.
Nobody's. My fight isn't with
I don't know. It depends what we're going up against, man. What do you got? Butterfly sword? Elemental depth charge is real tough to get ahead of. If we could, like, freeze their Yeti crab, that would be nice. What? How have you done this? You must have a oh, the snowstorm, man. That's crazy. And then you freeze 5 times, buff this with 150 damage, but it casts 3 times. Dude, I'm looking at this now and I'm like, I'm not 100% convinced we're gonna make it to the temple, bro. That's scary for a fella such as myself. Getting a little ridiculous. I mean, anytime you get a chance to get, like, some free HP, you kind of got to take it, right? There may be some... poison that freezes would be crazy. Poison crit. First time you use an item, haste a poison. It's got to be poison freeze because it buffs all of our other freezlers.
Not old Wrigley.
Where
It's
do
Professor
they all
Wriggle.
belong? Generous tip, man. I'm Chili Charles, mother fricker. This could be good. Does Chili Charles have anything that like freezes right out of the gate? Of course he does, man. Ice Cubes probably fits on the board if we're lucky enough to get it. It takes 10 seconds to go off, but it would give us like a billion poison. It would be hard not to run it, let's put it that way. We're kind of the goat of like applying a bunch of poison but still losing the fight, huh? I don't know why I'm playing Ring Around the Mulberry Bush, man. We need depth charge. I double-clicked the button. I double-clicked the button. This is big, though.
That belongs in a museum. But I guess you can keep
Okay, Indiana Jones. You hate to see this, man, with 58 gold in your pocket, but
Our items have
2 seconds of haste is a lot better than 1 second of haste. Please, this could let us get to day 9. Please tell me they didn't spend 8 days fishing for their exact combo and then get it. Eels, Crow's Nest card. They're going to get a multi-casting eels, but we're not really like a spamming build. I think... Stop getting stronger. Oh my god, they did. Oh my god, they did.
Fall like a
They
boulder.
did.
I flow like the waves.
No, man, no. My build is good! You're killing me with this one, Smalls. Obviously, like, the double poison is interesting. Am I crazy, though, to say that, like... You really should have an aquatic on the other... Well, it's whatever. Am I crazy to think that you're actually going to become a goated healer?
Ride that tide!
Let's say max HP plus 500, man. That's kind of nutty.
I will not fail you, Father.
Because I feel like the Yeti crab is going to scale that catfish to the moon. I don't use that term lightly.
My lessons are
I really need to not lose today. The first time you poison, it's not even much. More freezing is good, though. More freezing is more poison, which is more heal, which is more time to stay in the fight.
my reward.
Repoison is 30 heal. More ammo is a better multicast. And there's a lot of options here. I'm weirdly enough just going to go straight for the poison, man. Understand via your positioning we could augment your base level of poison as well, but cooldown reduction. We're not fricking around, okay? When you crit haste, crit chance 5. Okay, never mind. Maybe base 12% crit chance would hit a little harder. Look at the heal, dude, on the restorative catfish. Now, if we could just find a way to keep it like reliably hasted. You know what we don't need is a seashell.
Waste of gunpowder.
That's good. Maybe a little less flashy, but good. 65 gold, bro. You're gonna be using premium chocolate bars. Please let me survive for one more day. I could do a side quest, man. I could do a side quest.
A customer.
Hasted vehicle. Okay, it's not under no circumstances. Is any of that what we're looking for at all? And one more level, oh, it would have changed everything, man. We're going up against Alio Aeolio.
Underestimate.
And I'm the Aeol. I'm the Aeolio. Because I had such a good run, but I've squandered it. Weather Machine Vineyard. The heck is happening here? Toxic Ushawali bird. 110 poison? Wait, we're in there. Because our heal is cleansing our own poison when it goes off, bro. But their heal is also cleansing their own poison when it goes off. I don't know what to think. Their heal is not growing. My heal is growing. Oh, we get to go to the temple. Oh, Buddhist. You think Buddhist kids are in the car on the way home? Temple,
This is how
temple. We
you
got the
win a
temple
war.
at home. Then they get home and it's just like a little shrine or something. And you're like, Mom, you know what I'm talking about, fellas? You know what I'm talking about? Many people are saying this. I don't really know what to do here. Don't really know what to do here. I love the extra freeze from you. I recognize the double poison would be worth a lot. Maybe something like that. We don't have a Yeti crab next to you. We probably should. Which means, hang on, there's like a, whoa, that's right. There's a whole series of stuff to figure out here. That's crazy. But you would move. We still want you to be hasted. But we definitely want a Yeti crab attached to you. We want 1 Yeti crab on you. We want 2 on you. We want haste and 1 on you. 1 on you. And then we need 2 aquatics touching the dive weights. Not fully possible, but is pretty good. We did take some poison off of you, but then we have nothing gaining haste over here. You gaining haste? Do I care? Something's got to take it. Okay, we're going to the Greenheart's Mysterious Jungle Temple, bro. I don't really know what I'm doing in here. I'm just happy to be alive. We should be able to survive toxic fumes with our superior regeneration. Blowguns trap. No shot we don't make it through the blowguns trap. Potential for 560 poison to be applied to us very quickly. we mogged you severely. It wasn't even close. I just want to try to like make it to the end this time because I washed out. I got killed by an enemy last time. I've successfully navigated the trap room and entered the temple vault, where I've received some goods. May or may not be worth anything at all, really. It's not bad, not bad, not bad. You should, honestly, man, I don't know. Just buff this fella right here. Colmat's kind of owned us last time, man. What do you think about going up against the Myth Keeper, just to give ourselves a good chance? Shield items have plus shield equal to 100% of the poison on the enemy would be kind of insane.
My people are gone.
I don't know if it's just because we're fighting weak computers, but I feel like we got something kind of special. That's not gonna help, but that's okay. Temple Reliquary. Freeze an item for a second. Charge adjacent relics 1 second. When you freeze, poison, or burn, charge this 1 second. Deal 50 damage for each weapon you have. When you sell this, enchant your leftmost item with obsidian. When any player uses an item, freeze it 1 second. When any item gains freeze, remove all freeze from it. Okay. I think it's got to be Null Frost Altar, man. And then the whole play is you're gone. You're gone, and I'm so sorry to do that to you. And you have more ammo, really? 4 or 5. Okay, you're gone. You're not aquatic. It would be nice to have you going off faster, but you are going to generate so much freeze, which is then going to buff the you-know-what out of all of our poison stuff. And then, what was the last part of it? Like, I just think we're going to be applying like 1,000 poison, I guess is what I'm trying to say. What was the other element here? All your weapons gain plus 10. Okay, so it really, the weapon and the shield effect means nothing. But the freeze scaling should be out of control. Yeah, I'm gonna confirm that. I'm gonna +2 that. All of our poison items were going insane. It's nice that we have this restoration enchantment too. I don't know if this gets us to 10, to be honest with you, but it's very slick, man. It's very slick.
She just leaves.
First time you use an item, haste and aquatic. Pretty much gotta roll that.
Someone sees you.
Get the engine cooking a little faster. Because we have, like, no haste, right? Which is surprising. I'll take the 4% crit chance. You can now be sold, I suppose. You can now also be sold. No silver aquatic is ever going to get us there. But what the heck are we doing? Let's look at some items, man. I mean, it's going to have to be something I already have. We'd really prefer, like, to spend gold on a skill or something. I don't know. Let's try the Void Golem. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I guess Caltrops doesn't get used. Help. Caltrops has been destroyed. Okay, we were not even close. How come this counts as a use for you, but this doesn't count? Whatever. You know what? It's not a big deal. You don't count as a use for... Maybe I'm misreading how things went down there. It wouldn't be the first time. But to be honest, I don't really see gumballs being too relevant. 1,100 shield might be relevant.
I may be young for a captain, but
Dooley.
I've seen my share.
Nimbus Dooley. With burn. We cleanse burn, but burn applies damage really fast. At the very least, I think we're striking fear into the hearts of our opponents. When they see this build, I feel like they're probably going, what the heck is this idiot doing? And that's, honestly, like a... That's not for nothing with a fella like me. That takes us to 6. Just wondering if maybe now dive weights could be replaced, but it would have to be with the greatest healing item that's ever existed. It would have to be one of those ones that's like heal equal to the poison on your opponent. I just feel like the double heal coverage would be fairly nice.
Let's take the tyrant's whole.
She's actually crazy for that one. But you know what? She's not wrong, man. Today might be the sort of day where we could, at the very least, consider taking the Tyrant's whole kingdom. I'm not saying it's, like, guaranteed or whatever. Wait, am I crazy, by the way? Should I not have it set up like... Like, you should probably be getting double buffed. Right? You can only double buff one item. No, this is fine, because we'd rather double buff the restoration one. Yeah, okay. I can understand and live with that. Let's try Property Baron, man. I'm going to try to XP max. I think he's going to be tough, don't get me wrong. Especially because, like, a single crit could end our lives, but... Our heal is really good. You're not killing me in one shot yet. We got there because we put 1,600 poison on you. Down, 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 down. Items have +2 value, bro. Improve your ammo items? Why not? Restorative dive waves, man. I mean, it's just a drop in the bucket financially for us. I would happily take 500 extra HP heading into what looks like a pretty tough challenge, if we're being honest. I would be content if the run ended like this. We're mixing it up. We're chopped and screwed. Toxic, no Frost Altar! No, man. And then the eels as well. Yeah, this looks like it heinous. This looks insanely bad. Wow.
No ball.
He has something buff in the damn. I mean, the multicast came from the table, but this is a creative game, man. 6 wins. It didn't feel like bronze. That's a gold medal, like, for morale for a fella such as myself. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Later.